Good morning, children. Sairam. Children, today I'm starting with the last topic of your first chapter, that is stoichiometric calculations. Now, in this topic, you'll be learning about the conversion of your reactant quantity into product quantity. That means if suppose you're having a chemical reaction, in that how much reactant is required to produce the desired quantity of the product, that you'll be learning today. Children, the word stoichiometric, it is made from the combination of two different words, that is stoichion and second is metric. Stoichion is element and metron means related to the measurement. So here in stoichiometric calculation, we'll be learning about the measurement of the element. We can say that stoichiometry is the branch of chemistry that deals with the amount of reactant required to produce the desired amount of product. Now, suppose you're having a chemical equation in which methane undergoes combustion and result in the formation of carbon dioxide gas and water molecule. You all know methane is an organic compound. Organic compound, I think you all must be knowing, are those compounds of carbon which are formed in the living beings. These are the carbon compounds, and all the organic compounds, when undergo combustion, they produce carbon dioxide, water as well as energy. Whatever be the organic compound, whether it is methane or ethane or propane or butane. Butane is one of the major component of our LPG gas also, that we are using as a cooking gas. So any hydrocarbon you take, any organic compound, any hydrocarbon, when it undergoes combustion means burning in presence of oxygen. Here also you all can see methane is burning in presence of oxygen. Oxygen is also a gas, methane is also a gas, and they result in the formation of carbon dioxide gas as well as water molecule. Now, along with this, energy is also produced. Now, this equation, if I'll speak in terms of stoichiometry, I can say that 1 mole of methane is only 1 mole. See how I got to know? You should know this, that the number 2 which is written in front of oxygen and number 2 written in front of hydrogen here are the stoichiometric coefficients. They actually tell you about how many moles of the given element or the given compound is present in the chemical reaction. Like for example, you can see in front of methane. In front of this methane, CH4, nothing is written. So we will think that only 1 mole of methane is there. In front of oxygen, 2 is written. That means 2 moles of oxygen is present. Similarly, in front of carbon dioxide, nothing is written. That means we'll assume that there's only 1 mole of carbon dioxide. And the fourth one is water. 2 moles of water is there. Now see, we can also say that in the given chemical equation, 1 mole of methane reacts with 2 moles of dioxygen to give 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 moles of water. Yes, very good. Now see children, when we were doing the mole concept, I have told you that the 1 mole of any compound is equal to its gram at if we are talking about a compound, then it is equal to the gram molecular mass. If we are talking about a simple element as oxygen, dioxygen is there, then it is equal to the gram atomic mass. Here oxygen is a molecule, we'll say gram molecular mass. So 1 mole of methane, instead of saying like 1 mole of methane, what else I can use here? I can say how many grams of methane? What is the molecular mass of methane? Carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1 into 4. 4 atoms of hydrogen are there in the reactant. Here you can see. So C12 plus 4 will give 16. So instead of calling it to be 1 mole of methane, I can simply call it 16 grams of methane. Reacts with 2 moles of dioxygen. Dioxygen, the molecular mass for dioxygen is 16 into 2 will give 32. So 2 moles of dioxygen can be written as 2 into 32 grams of O2. You will say 16 gram of methane reacts with 2 into 32 grams of oxygen and result in the formation of 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Now 1 mole of carbon dioxide is equal to how much? Carbon, the atomic mass is 12. Oxygen, the atomic mass is 16. 2 atoms of oxygen are there, so multiplied by 2 will get 12 plus 32. So it is equal to 44. You can say 44 gram of carbon dioxide is produced. From 16 gram of methane and 32 gram of oxygen, 44 gram of carbon dioxide is produced. And how much of water is produced? It is 2 into, what is the molecular mass for water? 18. Yes, 2 into 18 grams of water is produced. I can simply say this 16 gram of methane reacts with 2 into 32 grams of dioxygen to give 44 grams of carbon dioxide and 2 into 18 grams of water. So here we have used the mole concept and converted mole into gram, and here we have used the stoichiometric coefficient also to explain how much quantity of solute will produce how much quantity of solvent. Now the same sentence I can say in volumes also. I have told you that the volume of 1 mole of any substance at standard temperature and pressure is equal to 22.4 liters. So 1 mole of methane can also be written as 22.4 liters of methane react with 44.8 liters of dioxygen. 2 moles of dioxygen can be written as 44.8. 1 mole is 22.4. 2 moles will be 44.8 and result in the formation of 1 mole of carbon dioxide. 1 mole is written as 22.4 liters and 2 moles of water is 44.8 liters. So in any of the given form you can write it down. Now what we have to do with the stoichiometric coefficient? Suppose for a chemical reaction you are knowing that what is the quantity of solute. Without doing the actual chemical reaction in the lab, you can simply find out what quantity of solute will produce what quantity of solution. So, solution, or you can say what quantity of reactant will produce the what quantity of product. Now see, it will become more clear to you from the following this numerical. The question is calculate the amount of water produced by combustion of 16 gram of methane. Now first of all you have to use this information to form the chemical equation. Here in this question the same equation will be there. Calculate the amount of water produced by combustion of 16 gram of methane. That means you have to write down the chemical equation for the combustion of methane. Now for the combustion of methane, the chemical equation is the same. That is CH4 plus 2O2 gives CO2 plus 2H2O. Now we are here not concerned with dioxygen and carbon dioxide. Why? Because in the question it is asked that what quantity of water will be produced if we use 16 gram of methane. So we are concerned only with methane and water. Now see, according to the given chemical equation, you all can see that 1 mole of methane, only 1 mole of methane produces 2 moles of water. So we can write 1 mole of methane gives, this arrow is for gives. 1 mole of methane gives 2 moles of water. Now, in the question, you have been asked about grams, not about the moles. So, we'll convert this mole into grams. So, 1 mole of methane will be equal to how much grams? It will be 16 gram. 12, the molecular mass, the atomic mass for carbon. 1 into 4, the atomic mass for hydrogen. So, we can say 16 gram of methane produces how much gram of water? It is 2 into 18 grams. 2 moles means 1 mole is 18 gram. So, 2 moles will be 2 into 18 grams. So, you can say that 16 gram of methane will produce 2 into 18 gram of water. That is equal to, that is equal to 36 gram of water. This is the answer. Now, if any confusion is there, you can again see, and you should play the video again and again in order to become more clear with it. Now the next question we'll proceed with is, yes, see, the next question is, how many moles of methane are required to produce 22 gram of carbon dioxide after combustion? That means how much of methane are required to produce 22 gram of carbon dioxide? See, this question is quite different from that, because here for methane it is asked in moles, but for carbon dioxide the weight is given in grams. So the quantity is mole to gram. Now it is asked how many moles of methane you have to calculate required to produce 22 gram of carbon dioxide. Now see how we can do this. Again, first of all, we'll write down the balanced chemical equation, that is methane reacts with oxygen or undergoes combustion and produces carbon dioxide and water. Now 1 mole of methane, according to the balanced chemical equation, you all can see 1 mole of methane produces 2 moles of, 1 mole of methane produces 1 mole of carbon dioxide. If we convert this mole into gram, we are converting the whole methane also and carbon dioxide. We can say 16 gram of methane is giving 44 grams of carbon dioxide. Now proceeding further, we can see, as we have to find out the mass of the methane. So what we have to find out, we keep it on the right hand side of the arrow, and what we are already having should be there on the left hand side of the arrow. This is your left hand side, this is right hand side. The thing which was there on the right hand side, I have put now on the left hand side, and the thing which was there on the left hand side, I have placed it on the right hand side, because what we have to calculate should be on the right hand side. We have to calculate the mass of methane. Now, according to the balanced chemical equation, 44 grams see, 44 grams of carbon dioxide gives 16 gram of methane. Applying unitary method to this, 1 gram of carbon dioxide will produce how much gram of methane? 16 divided by 44. Now we have to calculate for 22 gram of carbon dioxide. So 22 gram of carbon dioxide will be given by 16 divided by 44 multiplied by 22. So the answer comes out to be 8 grams of methane. But see, in the question, you don't have to calculate the mass of methane in grams. You have to calculate the quantity of methane in moles. We have got 8 grams of methane. Now we will convert this 8 grams into moles. Now see how to convert it into moles. For moles, you have to remember this. It will be required by you many a times during the calculations. Number of moles is always equal to given mass upon molar mass. Now given mass for methane that we have calculated is 8 grams, and the molar mass for methane is 16 grams. So 8 divided by 16 will give 0.5 moles. This is the answer. Now 0.5 moles of methane is required to produce 22 grams of carbon dioxide. Now children, many such questions are given in your NCERT book. It is a request to kindly solve all the NCERT numerical, excluding those which are from the previous topics which have been deleted from the syllabus. I request you all to kindly try to solve all the numericals which are related to all those topics that we have discussed in the presentation. This was the last topic of your chapter as per the syllabus given by CBSE for this year. Now we have completed our first chapter. After this, in the next presentation, I'll be starting with your second chapter of chemistry, and I request you all to kindly complete your work for the first chapter. Note down the notes which I have shown you here in the form of slides. Each and every slide that I have shown you should be the matter should be written in your fair notebook, and whatever numericals we have solved here, it should be there in your fair notebook. Soon we'll be collecting your fair notebooks for correction, and kindly do all the NCERT exercise. Many of the questions from the exercise we have already covered during the teaching, and you can say these presentations. The rest of the questions I request you all to kindly solve in your fair notebook. Thank you. Sai Ram.